presentation will be about the ASEAN property review. This is myself, but may not look similar to myself. Maybe now no more hair because of depreciation. In valuation, we say depreciation. I'm a valuer and also a researcher, but not a broker. But it should be a very good profession. I have my friend from Malaysia also changing from valuer to become brokers. Maybe in the future I will do. So I have some books related to real estate for you. These copies you can get it for free. And this is what I do, something about the valuation of properties, like casino hotels, or something like railway, airports, or a dam in Surabaya. Sorry, in Bandung. So first, let me tell you something about ASEAN. This is ASEAN. ASEAN means Asian 10 countries. And you say something similar to this. And you can see that this is the comparison between ASEAN 10 countries, India, Japan, China, and USA. Actually, the 10 countries are quite small in population, but in the size is quite large. Say in the case of India, maybe their population may be more than half of Thailand, of our ASEAN region, but the size of land may be smaller. But actually, I think in the future, the superpowers are those with a lot of population, something like China, India, so USA, Russia, something. Maybe Korea also really progress. But 3 minutes, you said only 3 minutes? You said 15 minutes, I just stand up. How come? Maybe wrong sign, something. So, Korea may be very big in the power, but the population is very small. So, in long run, cannot be superpower like those countries. This is, it was me in Belgium 30 years ago. You can see China, people, my friend, an architect from China, they earn very little every month, but now they earn a lot. So things are changing. This is the one road that will be the One Belt One Road that will be very important in the future. But I'm not talking about this, but actually it have a good effect to our region as well. Considering buying properties, you can see here that for Chinese investors, they like to invest in many countries. Definitely, they want to go to USA. But Thailand are the first in the priority for view. But for inquiry are the sixth in the priority. So this means that our region, ASEAN region, Thailand and other countries will be quite attractive. I went to India last month and conducted this survey, and we found that Thailand also quite interesting for Indian valuers. 5 minutes. I will be earlier. You can see that among Indian investors, you can see USA is the first, and then UK, okay? And Thailand is the third in the priority. So this is very interesting. Australia, Singapore, particularly Singapore, also in our ASEAN region. So in this case, this means that our ASEAN region is very attractive for these two superpowers, China, India, perhaps Korea as well. This is in buying property is abroad. Maybe a lot of regulation, like in Hong Kong, you have to pay high tax, like 15%, in Singapore also 15%. But if you buy properties in Bangkok, in Thailand, in Cambodia, in Myanmar or something, there will be no big tax burden. So this is something that is quite attractive compared to Singapore, Hong Kong, Vancouver, USA or Australia. So this is some good example. Or maybe also in Taiwan, you can see that the Taiwan 3-4-5 policy. This is also quite some obstacle for Chinese investors. So they may not buy much property in Taiwan, but they will come Southeast Asia. And you can see that Hong Kong is now very small economy. The importance of Hong Kong is smaller and smaller right now. So these people are also looking for opportunity, particularly in ASEAN countries. I conducted a survey in Cambodia just in June this year. We found that many for Cambodian people, they like to buy Singapore property first. But actually, in practice, it may be really difficult to buy that. But Thailand is the second in the priority, and also Malaysia, also quite attractive. This is also another survey confirmed. Then I went to Myanmar. In Myanmar, what we find is that most of them, the largest portion of them, like to buy property in Singapore again. But that is the dream. But the actual practice is they buy property in Thailand. That is the real practice because we are very close and nearby. So many of them come to Thailand to buy properties. And this is another survey I conducted in 2016. And this one is 2017, and this one is 2016. Also similar result. In Laos, I went to Laos. In Laos, we found that 24% of them like to buy properties in Bangkok and also cities in Thailand because we are very nearby. And many Laotian investors are in Thailand. They look like Thai, something like China, Chinese and Korean, so similar. This is the property market. 1 minute, okay. Give me one more. This is the property market that we conducted the survey. This is by the Agency for Real Estate Affairs, which is the largest real estate information center, and we report every month. So this is happening. You can see that in Bangkok we have 1,900 projects currently for sales. We conducted a survey in Jakarta. There are only 500 currently for sale. Manila maybe 300. Ho Chi Minh City maybe 200, but this is a lot more. Yeah. This is the launching for this year. But now there are some shrinkage in the supplies, but drop little. They are 4% only. This table we can see that there are different house types and different price range. Thumbs up. Okay. We have this information in 78 locations in Bangkok, and also in many locations in Jakarta, in Manila, in Ho Chi Minh cities. So this is really detailed information and really commercialized because it can be used for planning purposes. This is all the information that you may see. One thing I'd like to show you is that this is the thing that public company is larger. Maybe in the future they may dominate the market. Like in Japan, there are 4 big companies who dominate condominium markets in Tokyo. But here in Thailand, around 50 listed companies dominated around 80% of the property market. Thank you very much. Take care.